How you going, folks? My name's Jamin. Welcome to our event tonight called Design Your Days. And what a brilliant name to be calling this event, because I love that it's called that, because who in their life, in their everyday life of living, actually wakes up in the morning and gets to go, I'm going to do this today, I'm going to do this, instead of having to go to work and being stuck and getting paid an hourly rate for a section of your time. A lot of people are just dreading getting up in the morning, having to go to work. Some people actually do enjoy every day and they love what they do, but they're looking for a little bit more. There's so many different aspects to that, what I'm talking about, and a lot of it comes down to how we're feeling in our well-being, and to do with our health and our lifestyle and everything that creates that. I see so many people around that are stuck in this mode that they don't know how to get out of, this every day round the cycle. We've all heard it, up and down and round the roller coaster, and trying to find that happy medium that we're feeling fulfilled and enjoying, and just being able to go, wow, I'm going to go and spend the whole entire day at the beach, and I'm not going to care about anything else, I'm going to bring my best friend, I'm going to go hop on a plane this weekend just for the sake of it. Like, who would love to do more of that kind of thing in their life? Like, what are some of the things, I like this to be a bit interactive, that you'd love to do more of in your life? Getting it cleaner. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Horse riding, pay off your mortgage. Yeah. Travel. Travel is definitely one of my highest values as well. I love, being able to explore more. I've travelled a lot of the world. I've worked on luxury yachts, and that was amazing. I got to see a lot of different places, but a lot of that time that I was spent on these yachts, I was working on somebody else's dream. This glorified lifestyle that everyone thought I was living it up. I was actually basically a glorified cleaner on this boat, but I did get to see some pretty awesome things. But at the end of the day, I was exchanging my time for money, and I think that's where we get caught up in this world of ours, is that we have to feel like we've got to be this certain person, that we've got to, go out and strive to have this identity. Whereas we can just be ourselves in our everyday lifestyle and have more time and freedom with our loved ones, and be able to experience that and design our own days. I see a lot of crisis going on in the world, definitely one with health and people's lifestyles degenerating. I know most of us here would agree that we're living in an unhealthy lifestyle in this modern world, where overfed and undernourished, eating food just to fill our bellies and not actually putting the goodness in. We're going to talk a little bit about health tonight and how it relates to all of that. We're going to hear some amazing stories of people. So just, have an open mind and listen to what's going on. For me, we're going to talk a little bit about a program and a business to do with the product as well, because it, for me, has completely changed my life. I already thought I was fit and healthy and living the dream, but I was working away like on these luxury yachts, or I was working on ferries, earning a great money, but I wasn't fulfilled inside. And although I thought I was healthy, I soon realised that there was so much more to health in that. And so these programs that we've got available can really help that and create a lifestyle where there is more abundance. So I'd love to ramble on and tell you all about it all night long, but it's not just going to be me talking. I'm going to make this a little bit interactive, and we've got lovely Vicky, who's going to get up and share a little bit of her story and how she got on board and what it's all about. So thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. Love that, all about abundance. How cool is that? So I'm really excited to talk to you about our products today. We're with the Juice Plus company, so I'll show you what we have. All these jazzy colours. So our first ones are the fruit and veggie berries, and so Juice Plus goes to the farm and gets farm fresh fruits and vegetables. Puts it in a capsule, The reason for the capsule is to keep the enzymes in, and it keeps all the goodness inside. And then that's easy and convenient, and it's a way to add more nutrition to your diet if you want more energy or you're not getting enough nutrients. So awesome way to do that. And yeah, low fuss. And I'll tell you a little bit about what's in them. Like there's carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli, parsley, apple, pineapple, peaches, prunes. And I don't eat all that every day, so it's really cool to get that in that. The next one is our berries. Same deal with the berries as elderberry and artichokes and pomegranate and a lot of things that I wouldn't normally eat. So to have it available like that is really simple and easy for people. And one of the things that I think about is when you eat junk food over a long period of time, it can cause disease and inflammation. So the same as with your health, if you start putting the right nutrients in over time, you can reverse the damage that's been done. So that's why I've been on it for a couple of years now. The next product is the Omega Blend. So this is plant-based, and we've cut out the fish because fish are friends, not food, but that's not the reason. The reason is because there's a lot of mercury in the water, and we don't know what we're having. So you can get your omegas from the plants as well, so you don't have to go to the ocean. So that's really the next thing that we have are these amazing kids chews. So not all children will like to take the capsules, so we'll do exactly what's in the capsules, but we put it in chewy form, so the children don't have to miss out on the nutrition either. And what's really cool about that is any adults that get the capsules, the children get sponsored for 4 years as well while you're on the products. And our very last one are these awesome shakes. The vanilla and Dutch chocolate. And the beauty of these ones are these are your macronutrients. So we all need to nourish our muscles after we exercise, and this is a great way to do that. And I'll tell you what's in these. Still stuff that I wouldn't normally eat. So there is chickpeas and peas and all the good stuff. I don't have my glasses.
Broccoli sprouts.
Broccoli sprouts. Alfalfa. Millet. Radish. Cool stuff. So that's our products, and we're going to hand it over to Alicia now, who's going to share her amazing product stories. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Vicky. Hello, everyone. So my story is sort of back 18 months ago. I basically had a really bad health issue. My gallbladder was playing up. It's horrible. Some people probably know about it, but it's horrible. It's the worst pain ever. And I had other health issues as well. And a friend reached out to me and said, "Have you heard of Juice Plus?" And I was like, "No, what is it?" And anyway, I didn't listen at the time, and ended up having my gallbladder taken out. Wow. About 3 months after having the gallbladder taken out, I was like, what did I do? So anyway, I went back to this person, and sure enough, got on it. Within 2 or 3 weeks, I noticed a massive difference in my body, my skin, my hair, my nails, everything, energy. That was 3 weeks, and I was like, hang on a minute, like, what am I actually taking here? Like 3 weeks? And and then I basically it just got better and better from there. I plateaued out for a while and just stayed feeling really good, and then it sort of hit again, and I felt better again, sleeping so much better. And then around about the 6 month mark, my skin was just like really good. I've had a full face adult acne from about 30, and now it's really healed pretty much completely. So and the scarring is getting better, and I'm not really noticing it as much. Then obviously there's the kids. Like I was like, if it's good for me, kids, they're gonna really benefit from it. They eat heaps of fruit and veggies now. I can't even, they actually crave it. They ask me for cucumber and tomatoes and things like that. Whereas it used to be, I want chippies, mummy, I want Yuki bars and things like that. So, the nutrients that we're all getting in our family now is, ship shape. So I would, anyone that's really looking for something to bridge the gap, I just definitely recommend the Juice Plus. So, that's pretty much my story at the moment. Thank you.
Right, Hi everyone, I'm Kylie. So Juice Plus came into our lives about 18 months ago at a time when my 4-year-old was suffering. He has a selective eating disorder. So for him, eating food isn't as simple as putting something in his mouth. There's something in his brain that tells him that food isn't food. So he sticks to about 4 or 5 different foods. None of them were fruit and none of them were veggie. So as a mum, that was terrifying. I was thinking, how is my little boy going to get nutrition into his little growing body? We tried everything. We had his tonsils removed, we had his adenoids removed, everything, and just nothing was getting any better. Anyway, I started him on Vita gummies. I've seen these in the supermarket, they'll be great. He was eating them, and I thought, I'm doing a really good job. And then I saw a post about the Kids Choose 17 fruits and veggies, and I went, wow, what I'm giving him is sugar and artichoke powder, tomato powder, and sugar. So this isn't working for him. He's getting sick all the time. He looked sick. He had dull eyes, he had dull skin. He just didn't look like a healthy 4-year-old should. So I reached out, rather than putting him on the chews, we went with the capsules because I just thought the chews are another food that he could possibly refuse. He lived on Vegemite sandwiches. Breakfast, lunch and dinner was Vegemite sandwiches. So I thought, right, Vegemite kills the taste of everything, so let's get these capsules into his sandwiches. He had no idea at all. 2 weeks in, we could just start to see a difference with him. At around week 3, daycare said, what have you done to fit? He's just a completely different kid. His concentration's through the roof. He's just really focused. What have you done? And I said, I'm giving him fruits and veggies. Like sounding like some awful mother that just hadn't been feeding my child, but that wasn't it at all. And around week 6, we noticed that his eyes started to get glassy. He got colour in his face. Summer was coming up, and for the first time ever, he had a tan. He didn't look white like the walls. He looked healthy, and we were just absolutely amazed. Then we got him to try the complete shakes, the chocolate ones. I was hiding an avocado in it because the avocado made it nice and thick. He thought he was getting like a McDonald's shake, but mum for the win on that one. So he was loving those as well. He's just last year finished prep, and he was the only child in his class to not have a single day off sick, which was just amazing for us because he had been so sick so often. So now, even though his eating isn't as good as we'd like it to be, he's more receptive to having juice. He will try different foods. He doesn't always like them, but without a doubt, every morning it's, Mum, can I have my shake? And he knows that his capsules are in there, and he just looks amazing. So yeah, he'll be on Juice Plus for the rest of his life, and so will we. All right, I'll hand over to Candy.
Thank you for those stories. I think, everyone, I'm going to walk around. Everyone has a different story. I think that's what I love so much about this mission. We're all about healthy living, inspiring healthy living. And what healthy living looks to me might be something different to every single person. Your story of Finn is so different to Vic's story, Alicia's story, Beck's story. I know everyone's story in here. And I think, we're all just after wellness. We're all after living our most vibrant, healthy lives. And that's why I love, within our products, there's something for everyone. It is all plant-based. It's all just vine-ripened fruits and veggies in your blood within less than 5 minutes. It's in your blood going to work. Even when you eat, it takes a while to digest. So we've wrapped an amazing program. It doesn't matter whose team or where you are within the company. We've got a global program out there that's all about teaching families. Juice Plus bridges a gap of what we, really should have in our bodies every day compared to what we're getting. But the program also teaches us lifestyle skills. I always talk about life culture. Sometimes we don't have or haven't been brought up with life culture around healthy living, around exercise, around sleep, around nourishing and looking after ourselves, and self-worth and good mindsets, right? So our program really starts to look at helping and educating people around incorporating more whole foods into their diet. So whole foods, depending on who you are, it's just what grows in the ground, what's running on the land, what's swimming in the waters, depending on what your taste and food choices are. We're looking at sleep, we're looking at getting better breathing. We nourish our body not just from food, not just from movement, but from our air, from our water, from our earth, from our rest as well, obviously, but also by the people that we hang around. And this is why I love our mission, because, yes, we have an amazing product, an amazing program, but we are standing here, and a lot of us here are franchisees. And it's because we are so inspired, because we have our own pain, we have our own story, and that's why we get out and share Juice Plus. It's not because it's my business. It's not because I'm getting paid for it. It's because it's my responsibility, not just because I'm a personal trainer, but I've been through pain with my health. I have been through pain with my family's health, my friend's health. My best friend had cancer. JP's changed her life. And, some of these people in the room know who I'm talking about. So there's so many stories of how this product has just changed their health. But this business, this mission that we are on, has changed people's lives just as much. So I'm a personal trainer. Obviously, I live a healthy lifestyle. I don't live a perfect lifestyle. I'm not going to lie. Hello, I just had eggs and bloody toast freaking dinner. That's what I felt like. But, it's my mission is trying to help and share and inspire. And I think each and every one of you can do that. Everyone inspires them with your story. So when I first saw the product, I tried to pull it apart for about 5 months. I really did. I tried to pull it apart. Hey, Chloe. And I couldn't. The research just kept backing it up. And I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I have great smart friends who can pull apart, things and medical science, and I couldn't. And it wasn't until I went to an event, it was a really large one, they were just talking about simple lifestyle changes and health, and it was just so beautiful. And I looked at everyone's skin, because I suffer from polycystic ovarian syndrome, was covered in a light kind of rashy acne all over my face, all over my neck, my back, my shoulders. Back knee was the worst. And I looked at everyone's skin and went, wow, what if that can just help me as a late 20-year-old feeling the worst I'd ever felt? I was so embarrassed. I lost all my confidence. But what if that can just help me just a little bit? It took about 4 to 6 months until I went, holy shit, that's beautiful. And it's been 4+ years now, and there's been so many changes, right? So many changes. But I'm so glad that someone stuck by me and built a relationship. It was a stranger that showed Juice Plus to me. I didn't know her, but she built a relationship, and that's the business that we're in, building relationships, building trust and adding value to people's lives and working out what they need and how you can help them. That's what it's about. Because when I first looked at it, I was skeptical about the product. I thought it was just the same thing that I'd seen 1,000 times. But the business I was even more skeptical about, and I had so many opinions about shit I didn't know. I was like, oh, it's one of those things. Those are legal things. What I didn't understand was network marketing is one of the biggest industries, one of the biggest booming industries that we have. So many companies are now taking their products and building it through a network marketing. It's smart. They're not spending the billions and zillions of dollars like Coke does on finding the sweet point and how to market it right to our kids. It's just giving people the products, they use them, and they share the results. So, when I understood that, I was like, okay, I could do that. I can fit it with, I thought I was too busy because I'd already had a business, but I could fit it in with life. This is an online business. You fit it around what you want to do, how you want to do this business. It's a franchise. You get the blueprint. We all have the same products. We all have the same business plan. We all buy our business for $165. The cheapest franchise you'll ever buy. But the ability to grow that beyond measure is amazing. But again, you get to choose at what pace you go, how you do your business. I'm not a big online person. I'm learning because I know I can serve more people online. But I love touch. I'm a tactile person. I love face-to-face conversations and, but this is the joy is we show you and give you the tools and people get to choose how they do their business and how they show up. A lot of people have this fear of, oh, you're a success, you're a success because you've already got a client base. And it's like, you know what? No. Some of my most successful people within my team are stay-at-home mums who had lost themselves, who'd lost their identity, who felt so secluded, but by joining hands and actually being lifted up, because let's be honest, who's lifted up at work? Who makes you feel shit awesome at work?
Yeah, my clients do.
See, I'm pretty lucky, just to say. But, really, when we go to work, it's just work, time exchange, and there's a little bit of reward, and there's your money reward, but there's no one really lifting you up. There's no one saying, hey, you can be more, do more, have more, just live life more. There's no one there inspiring you, right? And that's what I love about our tribe. It's always about raising up. I can't reach the top of my company without helping others get what they want. And that's what I love. When I understood that, I was like, whoa, okay. This is really different to traditional business and traditional work that I'm used to. I've worked through corporate and had to work my way up. And I've had to go against some of my friends and some of the most amazing people that I loved working with and shut them down, or they've shut me down over promotion. And all I got was extra hours. I got some more money, but I got more hours and a lot more stress, and it just wasn't worth it. A lot of people start this business and think, I don't know enough people. And I just want to show you, I think this is really handy. We call it the popcorn effect. I started this business and I didn't even know Fee. I didn't know Suze, who brought me into it, or Dee. I had no idea who these three women were, but they changed my life. They brought me in. They taught me everything they knew how to be successful in this business. They held my hand. I never had that in my personal training business. I was flying. And Jules, we fly blind. You work your ass off and you fly blind. This was so different. And then I brought in, let's say Kiara. She was one of my first team members, one of my best friends in Sydney. It's 8 o'clock. Who was the one that had cancer. And I knew life had to change. It had to look different for her, or we were going to lose her. So I taught her everything I'd learned. She taught Claire. Claire taught Yaz. And we are just going off, because it isn't about everyone that I know. It's who I can, basically train. Like when you start work, you get trained, right? That's what we do. But we stay with you. And then it just grows. You start to bring on other people who bring on other people. And it's like this popcorn effect. I couldn't stop my business or organisation growing even if I tried. I have so many inspired men and women in our tribe that are out there spreading the word of good health and increasing their wealth that I couldn't stop it if I tried, and I don't want to. There's stories, the stories of my team, the story of their customers. I know every single story of my team and every single customer story, not only mine, but also my customers. And that's what gets me out of bed. I'm inspired every day to go and change a life, because I just don't know who is next. I have no idea. I'm just going to pretend like I've got a whiteboard here. But, so it isn't about knowing a lot of people. You don't have to know a lot of people. Sometimes it might be that not the person that you know, it might be who they know. And you might just share with them. So, if you're sort of sitting there going, I just don't know if I could do this, or I don't have enough people, or I'm not an expert. We don't want experts. We just want real people. We are not a sign-up club. If this is not for you, I'm totally like, cool, that's so fine. If you think of someone who could do with better health, who could do with the extra $300-400 a month, whose life would it change with an extra $100 to $300 a month? That's where most people start. Most people just want to get their product for free, to pay their product. And they see that happen, and that just eventually grows. Some people do it for a little sideline. I want to go travel and I want to take the family on holiday. Some people might go, I want to drop a few days because I want to spend more time with my kids. Some people like myself and some of my team, they're just like, I'm so sick of working for the man. I'm dropping it. I'm going to go all in. So, and I'm still a personal trainer. I love it. I'm still going to do that. But as our life changes, my husband and my life changes, we want to start a family. And I don't want to get up at 4 o'clock every morning. And I love my clients, but I want my baby to be my alarm clock. I want to be there. I want those magic moments. And I want everything else to fit around that, because that's a high value of mine. So, and I want that for my husband. So this is a vehicle that allows us to do that. So I'm going to, it's probably enough for me, but we all have our skepticisms, and I was exactly the same. I would be lying to you if I said I did some research. I flew to bloody America within a few months to go and see head office and see this and see that, because I needed all my questions answered. I needed to know if I was going to back something, back a company, back a product. It was what it said, because it was my reputation and my other business on the line. but it was also the people that I shared it with. They were my biggest concern, that anything was going to affect them. So I'm going to hand over to Fee. Fee obviously is one of the ones that introduced it, has helped me. Like, honestly, Fee's changed my life. She didn't have to.
That's so exciting.
I know, but we didn't know each other 4 years ago. We didn't know each other. We do business outside with fitness and all that kind of stuff now. But, I tell Fee some of my biggest secrets. Like, we are best friends. She's like a second mama to me. And but she's Mama Bear. She is Mama Bear. Like, she's Mama Bear to everyone. Shut up. I'm not saying you're as old as mate. That would be weird. As old as my husband. Anyway, I'm going to hand it over to share her business story. Because Fee's an amazing story. She got in just to get a Thermomix. I never forget that part.
Yeah. So, hi everyone. I'm Fee Taylor. So, I've been in this business coming up to the 8-year mark. Actually, this month. So it's my anniversary this month. And like Candy, had no idea about the people above me. I met Linda. She came to an expo that I was running for Children's Health and Wellbeing. And above her, we've got Lauren and Cheryl and Jeff, and those 3 guys are all in the States. And I didn't know them either. Embarrassing. In fact, I've been to the States, got married, left, didn't hang around the States, but like Candy, been on plans on and off to the States many, many times since. I'm also in the fitness industry, and my passion has been to help as many people as I possibly can. I thought I could do that with a fitness centre. I thought I could reach a lot of people and change their lives and make them healthy and do all those things. And I was very naive because that didn't really work. And if you've had a business, bricks and mortar and overheads and a lease to pay and or mortgage to pay on your property or whatever it is that you've got, it was basically I was a slave to my studio, which is literally was just over the back. So when I'm here, it brings back those memories of having to come back to Currumbin to go to JOB. Juice Plus was not on my radar, but helping people was. When Linda showed me the product, I thought it was the biggest load of kerfuffle I'd ever heard of. I thought, this is so George Jetson, you're going to take a pill and fly off. And, are you serious? And that was my thought. She came and spoke to me because I had a massive network and I still do on the coast just because of the stuff that I've done in the past. And she sat down and she slid across the desk the science. And if you're in the fitness industry or in the health and wellbeing precinct or area, it's to get backing that's scientifically proven. That's very rare. And when I looked at where the universities were, I went, okay. So I took a closer look at the product, and I really wanted Linda to come back to my expo. So I said, yes, all right, sign me up. I started on the product. Had the mindset that wasn't going to do anything for me anyway. I eat amazingly, I'm awesome, I'm good, I don't need this George Jetson shit, but whatever, I'm going to take it. And had more energy and slept better pretty much straight away. But for me, it was the change in my son's skin. He was 14, he was covered in acne, and within 3 months it was gone. He has had beautiful skin ever since. But that gave me my belief in the product, and it made me look a little bit more into the business. And then I said to Linda, can I actually make any money out of this? And she said, yes, all right, what do you want to make? I said, I just want a Thermomix. And that's the thing that got me started, the Thermomix. 8 years later, I'm still here, sold my business, retired into Juice Plus. I still am in the fitness industry because I can give back. It's a hobby. I work with older populations and people with disabilities, and I absolutely love it. It is my hobby. But I have a team of, I don't even really know how many there are. There's 2,000 something or other of them now. I have hit the top position in the company. I am earning a 6-figure income, and it happens. And this has been stolen moments. This has been me doing it part-time. I've never thrown myself 100% into it because I've got too many other things on the go. I'm president of a surf club, and I'm work on the Active and Healthy Alliance for the Gold Coast, and I do a lot of other things. But the income that I earn is allowing me to go and do all those things that are very high value. I had no chance when it came to community service. Dad was a cop, Mum was a nurse, very involved in church. So it was what was ingrained to me as a child. So giving back to the community is huge. This allows me to do that. It also allows me to pack up my house, which I'm doing in a few weeks, jump on a plane, take my youngest son travelling for maybe 6 weeks, I don't really know, figure it out on the road. And it's allowing me to do that too. So that's pretty much my business story in a nutshell. But honestly, if you're like me and you're thinking, really, like, geez, fruits and vegetables in a capsule, like from a Thermomix to the lifestyle I have now, I'm not saying it's easy, it's work. And the best part about this is the amount of people that you get to help along the way. Far more reach than I could ever have done out of that studio over the back there. So, yeah, cool. I'm going to hand over to Beck to show her story about the business as well. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Beck. I've been in the business now 3.5 years. I'm a QNMD, life before Juice Plus. Well, I'm not in the fitness industry. And life before Juice Plus. So I had twin girls who at the time were about 2 and a 4-year-old son. And honestly, being at home drove me insane. I didn't have family support, so it was just me and my husband, and I really needed to go adult again. Like, if I had the wiggles one more time, I thought I was going to cry. So I went and got a full-time job, and I was working as a property manager, and I was very excited about my newfound career. And then the kids were in daycare full-time, and by the time you sort of work that out, you end up making about $100 a week. Which probably wasn't worth it, but I was like, when they go to school, I'm going to have this amazing career. Anyway, Josh kept getting sick. My eldest kept getting sick, and we couldn't figure out why. It was literally, he'd be fine for 3 days of the week, then he'd be sick for 2, then he'd be fine for a week, then he'd be sick for a week. So I either had continuous mummy guilt because I dosed him up on Panadol to get to work just to do a couple of meetings because I didn't want to let the team down, or I had employee guilt because I knew that I was having to take a week off and look after the kids. My husband was the breadwinner still, so he was working. He had 1 day off a week, so I was the one that always had to take the kids, and I was the one that always had to call in sick. So eventually I quit my job. They didn't beg me to stay. They sort of said, if you want to go now, you can. I was like, oh, okay. And but we still needed money. So here I was, the age of 33. I went and got a job at McDonald's. I swore I was never going to do it at 16. At 16, I worked in high-end retail stores in London because I was not working in McDonald's. And here I am at 33 asking people if they want fries with that. I actually got told that they actually told me to stop saying please and thank you to the customers because it was taking up too long in drive-through. I was like, I never thought it was a career for me anyway, but it definitely was not the career for me. And to make it even worse, at the time, we only had one car. So I was cycling to work at 3 o'clock in the morning because they put me on the early shift, 10 Ks to work. I knew things had to change when this naked man jumped out the bushes at me, and I was like, oh my God, where has my life taken me? This is not the Australian dream my husband promised me. So I was like, all right. Someone came to me with Juice Plus. I'd actually started a coaching course, but I don't think I was not mentally there. So someone came to me with Juice Plus, and I was like, oh my God, we are literally broke. The funny side of it, yes, but we were literally broke. We were close to bankruptcy. We had debt collectors calling us. I just didn't answer the phone anymore because it made me feel like crap. I was feeding my children beans because we couldn't afford food, and life just was not fun at all. So someone came to me with Juice Plus, and I was like, not one of those things. I said, I'm never doing MLM again. I'd gone through about 4 different companies. No. But at the time I just thought something has to change in my life because I feel like shit. So I said to Joe, who was my upline at the time, I said, all right, didn't tell my husband. I told him I'd paid rent, but I hadn't. I actually joined the business and jumped on the product at the same time. I'm like, please let this work.
because otherwise he's going to kill me. And within a couple of weeks, I noticed that I felt a lot better. I felt really good about myself. I just was like, had energy. Even my husband, who was completely like, I'm not taking that. He's like, oh my God, it feels like I'm on ecstasy. I was like, probably not how we're meant to describe it in a health and wellness company, but okay. And we just felt good. And so I said, all right. And I remember the first paycheck I got. See, I'd never ever got anywhere in any other MLM. So to get to DBF, I was so excited. I got paid. I actually rang head office and I said, I'm not sure if you've made a mistake, but I've just been paid $151.75. And they said, yes, that's your check. I was like, oh, that's how much I got paid? And I was like, Kate, I can take us out for lunch. And it was like the proudest moment. I was like, oh my God, hang on, selling that product got me that much money. Like, what else could I do? So I had to grow a lot in this business for me to, and I actually took a few months out last year because when I met beautiful Julie coaching an NLP course, because I really had to go on my own mental journey because I wasn't an NMD, the big do have, and I just wasn't there. And I had to go and kind of clear out some of my rubbish to be able to move forward. And I think the biggest thing for me was I took off from probably July and I got back into it probably about February. I was still being paid between $3,500 and $4,000 a month for doing nothing. I went back home to England twice. I went on a cruise. I did my hypnotherapy course. I did my NLP course and my master NLP course. And all that while I was being paid by the Juice Plus company because of the residual income I was making from the stuff that I had done the previous couple of years. And I just recently thought to myself, well, hang on a minute. If I can make that much from doing no work, what can I make for actually stepping back into this business and going for it? And I want to go back to the UK at the end of this year for 2 years. I want to take my kids back home and I want to take my husband, obviously. And we want to homeschool the kids and travel Europe. You know what? This business can do that for you. And you can travel while you're still doing this business because it's global. So, it actually does change lives. And if you've done an MLM before and you're sitting there like, yeah, not for me, like seriously, this company, the friendships, it's amazing.
Wow, I don't think there's anything more for me to say because the girls have just nailed it. And it's just absolutely incredible to hear all these amazing stories. It blows me out every time I ever go to a meeting like this or see it online, just to hear what it's done to people's lives. And like Candy said, we never know what it can do for our health or our wealth. And people sometimes literally come into this business just to earn an extra 50 or $100 a month that could help towards something incredible in their life, just to get them out of some sort of daily struggle or wherever it's going to go. And other people really take it to the high hill and want to strive and want to be able to design their own days. That's what this is all about. Having more fun, having more abundance and love in your life to be able to do that. And it's just, for me, I'm a boat builder by trade and I love the marine industry, like I alluded to before. I've travelled a lot of the world on $100 million boats. In another world, it is fascinating to see. But yeah, I wasn't fulfilled in my life. I was like, I just, it's this glorified lifestyle. And I was like, now, you know what, this business is creating some incredible things for me. And I think I could totally have a yacht like that and have paid crew take me here. Surf sailing safaris is one of my things that I really want to do. I talk to people about that all the time. Being a boat builder, being in the marine industry, I love to have my own yacht and sail the world surfing and to be able to invite family and friends to do that. And last year I was able to go on a surf trip with a couple of the boys for a couple of weeks. And just like Beck, I did nothing with the business at all, mainly because I was there to surf and we didn't have any internet. And I came home and there was this money sitting in this account and I was like, I didn't even do anything. And it's still there. Like, this is pretty bizarre. Like, and I think to myself, there's so many different things you could be out there doing with different businesses. And, we've got these phones for a reason, the smartphone, you might as well be making money from it. I went to an event last night with Curran Ray, who's one of the most incredible social media experts in Australia, earning hundreds of $1,000s per month just from spreading the word out there and talking to people. So, I mean, you might as well get paid for it, right? To be able to use that, even if you've only got a spare 15, 20 minutes a day, we all do, and you can't say you don't. You just get up an extra 15 minutes a day earlier, and you can go out and connect with a couple of people. It's as simple as that. And even if you're not into your phone or any of that social media, just talking to people. I talk to people down the beach. So I think to myself, if not this, then what? Like, you know, do I want to go and spend the next 20 years stuck in a job that I'm really not passionate about anymore, dealing with lots of fiberglass and, you know, toxic environment? Here I am talking about health. I want to feel good and alive. When I'm 80, I still want to be running and, you know, swimming and surfing and doing all these incredible things and being there for kids and grandkids and whatnot. So I just think to myself, you know, this is just something that's a little bit of a gold nugget sitting there in your hands waiting for something to be done with. So I'd urge anybody to give it a go. For, you know, obviously you can't deny this amazing stories what it is tonight. So thank you very much for coming along, and we'd love to see you again next time. We're here every Thursday night.
Should we think of this time?